Kiwan will be back in a moment. He's at the end of our program as one of our speakers. And we have another student speaker that will be coming up here. Tark, come on up if you would. While Tark's coming up, just a word about Kiwan. Well, let me explain to you all who may not understand what this cut thing is about, that you may have heard. At Oakwood, when a student came to class, if they weren't really ready, they had to leave. So if they didn't have their materials or they were fooling around, it was kind of like, we're not messing with you. Come back tomorrow when you're ready to learn. Because we got kids in class who are ready to learn. And we could send them out for that period. And they could go to their next period class. That may sound a little harsh, but we discovered over the years, and that's been the great thing about Oakwood, and so many students have told us, you know, that kind of woke me up when I went there and they said, I couldn't stay in class if I wasn't ready. And for so many, and I imagine probably everyone I've been here would have a story to go along with that. It's like, okay, I'll go back tomorrow, ready for class. So, you know, it's a little bit of a wake-up call for some of them, but it sure has helped them. So if they ever came home and told you, I got thrown out of class, well, they probably wouldn't tell you that. But, you know, it happened with some of them. But again, it helped them realize what school was really all about. So that's what the purpose of that was. This is another one of our graduates, Tark Curry.
It's a privilege to speak to you all today. I'd like to thank my parents for allowing me to be here today. Thank you for being encouraged for everything. I'd like to thank Lou, Beth, and Annie for all their hard work to keep things running smoothly at school. And I'd like to thank the counselors, Ms. Mooney and Ms. Benson, for working through our schedules to help us get our classes right, and the rest of the Oakwood staff. Played in building my character. You all contributed, no matter how small our interactions may have been, they did help to shape me. The person we are today is different than the person we were yesterday. The person we'll be tomorrow is different than the person we are today. All the little things that happen change us, and I'm glad that it was Oakwood High School that helped to change who I am in this, my last year of school. I'm certain there are many graduates who feel the same way. Life is not easy, but if it was easy, it wouldn't be worth living. It's the obstacles we face and the hard times we go through that make us into the people we are. Again and again in life, we face adversity. It's what we do in the face of adversity that counts. Oakwood High School students are experts at adversity. They've seen more than their fair share. Oakwood's halls are filled with stories. Stories brimming with the challenges of tragedy and perseverance. Stop any person and ask, what brings you to Oakwood? Each student has a unique story to tell, but all are connected by a similar theme. All students at Oakwood faced a problem. Maybe they didn't get along with their teachers, or they lacked will or motivation. Maybe they were forced to face the real world, losing their innocence along the way. Maybe they worked long hours just for a bit of food and a roof over their head. Some found themselves cast aside by those they trusted, trying hard not to listen to naysayers, wanted them to believe that dropping out was their only option. Regardless, these admirable young men and women endured their problems, learned from them, and used what they learned to better their lives. They prospered in the face of adversity. In a sense, that's what Oakwood is all about, learning from past mistakes. As our motto states, Oakwood is the first choice for a second chance. It allows you just that, a second chance. A chance to learn from your mistakes. Not only the ones you made prior to Oakwood, but also the ones inevitably waiting around the corner. Oakwood students embrace their second chance. They meet their problems head on. Anything worth having is worth working for. Succeeding at Oakwood High School is not easy, believe me, but it was certainly worth it. When I first heard that at Oakwood, you were only allowed 5 absences. On the 6th one, you were cut out. I thought to myself, yeah right, they can't be serious. That was one of many lessons that perhaps quite a few of us here today have had to have a second chance at. It only took a session to realize, hey, these people are serious. Oakwood students are not given anything, but you see, that's a part of it, a part of the overall lesson that Oakwood teaches you. You have to earn everything at Oakwood, just like you have to earn everything in life. Take, for instance, the bus situation. As many of you know, there are no school buses for Oakwood. If you want to make it to school on time, you have to plan ahead, arrange rides, take care of your car, wait groggily for the infamous CCT, or hoof it panting desperately for air as you scan class right before the tardy bell. Transportation isn't the only situation that requires forethought. At Oakwood, there is no cafeteria. Most teens would die of thirst as if in a desert, or waste away as if cast on some remote island. Not Oakwood students. Every day they show up motivated and ready to learn, despite the roaring from their bellies. Regardless of challenges or setbacks, Oakwood High School students take their lumps and continually move forward. They look adversity in the eye and they don't flinch. They walk away that much stronger for it. There are issues that we individually face, and there are those we face together. The most difficult of those are those faced by the entire school, especially the unexpected setbacks and the feeling of hopelessness we will struggle with this last month of school. But if there's anything that current students, alumni, and graduates of Oakwood are good at, it's meeting the challenge and succeeding in the end. No matter how big the problem or how hopeless the situation, Oakwood students always face adversity head-on and always triumph. At Oakwood, we will come out on top, because adversity isn't new to us. It's a part of our everyday lives. We don't and we won't shy away from it. Look at each new challenge as a chance to grow and better ourselves. It's a chance to show the world what we're capable of. At Oakwood, when you hear of new obstacles on the road, you smile. You know it's going to be a great ride. To close, let me just say that I thoroughly enjoyed my time at Oakwood High School. I wouldn't trade for anything in the world. The lessons I learned and the character I developed are certain to benefit me in all my future endeavors. It may fall on deaf ears. If I could have one wish on this graduation day, May 21st, 2010, it would be that those lessons learned, as only Oakwood teachers can teach them, be learned by a new group of eager and willing students in the upcoming school year. Perhaps in May 2011, in its 33rd year, Oakwood High School will be blessed with an even greater degree than I. Greatest of luck to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Tart.